Hey guys, I hope you're having a really fine day. And let me tell you that this is the reflection number 2 that corresponds to I think the block 2 from my videos. And well, first of all, I will talk about how was my experience with this block 2, because you know what, about I've talked before about my first blog, and I had a good experience. But in this week too, I've experienced a lot of more things. And first, it is that I've understood that the most difficult thing about being a creator, most if you are a creator of YouTube content and also shorts like in social medias, as I am, it's the part of the edition, because if you want to have high quality videos, you have to do a good edition, because if you don't do good edition, then all the content, all the material you have, all the material you have recorded, it won't have any meaning, because after that in a scale of importance, it is more important if you have a good edition over if you have like the content, or and obviously a good edition, then you will have one of the best videos in the world. But I'm trying to do the best content possible, and also the best edition that I can, and that adapts to my experience and also with my time, because for example, to make one video, I have to spend almost 3 to 5 hours editing the videos, and I haven't counted yet the part of the preparation of the video, that is also a time that it requires a lot of work. But a part of all the accusation that I have, I felt really really good. I think I've improved a lot of my videos, and I try to always have to be honest with you, and it is that I don't watch my videos, because I think that they are not the best yet. But after I realized that, I try to watch some parts, so I can see in which parts I can be better, which parts I can uh, prepare more, or a lot of time fixing this or doing the other thing. Then I can target uh, that part that requires me a lot of time, and try to improve it, or and also optimize it, because you know that if I have more time to spend in, for example, at trying to have the better skills at editing, it's better than, for example, uh, if you continue doing the same work, the same content, and the same mistakes, and at the end you won't have any progress. And that's not the point of doing this, because the point of doing this is to every day you do something different from your project. You have to enhance, you have to be better, you have to find new tools to to make your content better, and also to reduce the time you spend um, in the task that you reduce the time that you spend in the task that you do frequent, and spend less time in the same things, in the same task that you did before. So in an overall, I've, I've told you that I felt really good, uh, but the one but but if I, but if I have the opportunity to change something, or maybe add some help for something, is the editing part. But after that, I feel really amazing creating content for you. You know that I have a mission is to help young people to realize that they have an important mission in the world. And I think that in the future, if I have an editor, I can do. But you need to have something in mind, and it's something important, and it is that in the beginning of any project, you have to do everything to have the best results. So if you think that if in the beginning of one project you don't have to, for example, create content or create a script, or if you have a business, to research about the best suppliers, or maybe research for the best location for your store or for restaurant, etc. If you think you don't have to do that, then you're wrong, and then you will probably have failure, because when we start our projects, we have to do everything so we can learn about what are so we can learn what are we doing with our project, so we know what we are doing and what is the structure of all the workflows that requires the end of the process, the end of our. And with that, we can fix probably some bottlenecks that have our I think it's the chain of your business. You can reduce time, you can also save money, and you can also have a better product. The quality of your product will obviously increase. I think I've done a really good project, and also I've implemented something that I am really proud of it, because it is free, and also it can help you to make reality, to make real your projects, and also the things you have in mind, and also the inspiration you get from my videos. You can make it in practice at the same time that you're watching the video. So that material, it is called the workbooks, and I've spent a lot of time doing the workbooks, but I think everything but I think at the end everything but at the end I feel really happy because I done. But at the end I but at the but at the end but at the end I feel really happy because I've done it. And soon, I think in the next I think in the next and I think in the next episode, in the and I think and something important, and something important, it is that in the next episode you will have the opportunity to have the workbooks, my creation, for free, to put in practice everything I talk in my videos. So yeah, I'm really happy for that, for that accomplishment, for that achievement. And what else? And something really fun about this process, it is the common mistakes I make when I record. And I remember that in the episodes, I think 7 and 6, I think it's 6 and 6 and 7. And I think that in the episodes 7 and 6, I've made a lot of mistakes. For example, I think you will notice if I tell you that when I was recording in the beginning of the video, I had everything set, but after it was in the sixth video. I think I I made a clip of that, and it was that when I was recording, the electricity went down. In the sixth day, I think you will notice, and I think I've clipped it, that in the middle of the video the electricity went down, and I was really surprised because when I was recording I didn't expect that that electricity will be will go out, will go down. But after that, I think it lasts almost 20 minutes. So after that, I continue recording the video, and it doesn't happen anything. And in the seventh episode, I remembered that I was setting everything, and after that I start recording normally, and after I think 10 minutes 20 minutes that I was recording, I wanted to see if I was recording well, so I unplugged the microphone from my phone, and after that I realized that, and after that I check out, and everything was right. Everything was working well. And after that, I plug it again, the cable, the microphone cable in my phone, and I continue recording as normally. So after I finish recording, I watch the videos after I make the pause, and everything was recorded without microphone, and I was like, oh my god. It was but I think it was a lesson that the life taught me, and it is not about the life. It was a mistake that I learned, and I am sure that I won't commit it again. So I always check before and after I record everything, the audio, the lightnings, also the camera, because sometimes I can record my videos with the camera kind of dirty. So I've experienced a lot of things in this process, but I'm really happy about it because I've learned a lot of new techniques to have better results, and also to create a better content, to minimize the time I spend creating my videos. So yeah, I think this is everything I want to tell you today in this reflection. And the message I want to give you today, it is that you have just to do it. You have just to start creating, even if you don't have the knowledge, if you don't have the expertise, even if you don't have the experience, even if you don't have also the tools to do it. You have just to do it. You need to just have the motivation, the discipline, and after the discipline you have to be consistent. So every day, or depends on your frequency, every 3 days, every 5 days, you upload, you do your work. If you have a business, try to be better at your business. Try to optimize your business every 3 days. Try to find new tools, because the world now is full of tools who have to help us with the AI, because at the end the AI is just a tool that help us optimize our times, and also optimize every process we have in our lives, so we can spend more time, probably spending time with our family, or also creating something new, or trying to be better. So you have just to do it, and as I told you in a previous video, you become 1% better every day you practice the ability you are trying to make better. Or if you're creating a brand, then you will have more confidence. And something I've realized, it is that the life can give us the results if we are not prepared to handle it. For for example, if the life give us $1 million or even something huge, then we don't have the ability to manage it. And also, if we have like the money, we can have the ability to make it grow or to sustain it in a long term. So life is about preparing us. The life is preparing us to handle our goals, to handle the success at the end. So we have to live all the progress. No. So we have to live all the process that requires the success. We have to live all the problems. We have to live all the situations that life give us, and we all the situations that we think that there are things that are unfair things that the life give us. So those are mistakes that makes us strong. And after all the sacrifice we did about that goal, about achieving our now about our and about achieving all and about achieving our dreams, I think all the sacrifice we did, we are going to enjoy it even more, even more intense. We will enjoy it more. We will enjoy it even more intense than if life give us our goals at the same, even more than if life give us our goals in the same moment that we want it. So this is about overcoming our. So this is about this is about succeeding, and this is about fighting to have this is about becoming the best version of ourselves that we can be as well. So yeah, I think this is everything for the reflection number 2, the second block. And I will promise that in the following videos, and I promise that in the following videos that comes in this week, probably this week and the other week, there will be better videos. As I promise you, I will give you the workbooks so you can start practicing everything you have learned from my videos in a practical, like, kind of workbook, so you can express your thought according to some questions that yeah. And so yeah, I hope you have I hope you have stayed in this video since now. So yeah, I hope you have stayed in this video so far. So yeah, thank you so much, and see you in the next video.